Ta 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 ta, girl is in town. Can you tell? Anyway, so in commemoration of my Blisco shoot, which was the highlight of 2018, may I say, of course I've got my ensemble. And then I'm taking it straight to the northern part of Ghana. Akonfem Shea. We're going to be smoking, grilling this. It's infusing. Hi guys, my name is Fafa Gilbert and welcome to my creative African cooking channel Ndudu by Fafa. So today on the menu, okay, brofo emma. Sometimes make come brofo krampa emma. Sometimes I come on your vugwa go hand do my mother now. Gakan go gamala. Okay, when it comes to Akonfem, which is Guinea Fowl in Ghana, it's like sacred. And I remember I wanted to serve Guinea Fowl at Christmas. I went to the shop and they only had one Guinea Fowl. But just as I entered, I saw this gentleman with a basket and I saw Guinea Fowl in his basket. So I kept looking at him. And just when I went to ask one of the ladies, like, you know, have you got any more Guinea Fowl in stock? She tells me it's only one and the guy has it. I'll tell you what, I've never given one an envious look that much in my entire life around that time. I was like, in my head I was like, you girl, when did you even know about Guinea Fowl? What are you going to do with it? You know, give it to me. It was all in my head obviously, so I had to settle with chicken and duck. But it was okay, of course. But yeah, so to revive that, here I've got the Akonfem and I'm going to be infusing it. So let me catch it. Mimba fin can it be about woman, my feel is smoky. Mokata wagala. Branch call here when I yes. It's not any other food. It's Ndudu. Ndudu by Fafa. Ndudu. Yen starte. Miwela. Mami. There we have it. So anyway, that's the bad girl. Don't hold me to that. So what I'm going to do is spatchcock this bad girl. So I'm going to turn her over. I've got my scissors and just with the vertebra, what I'm going to do is just that. Oh yes. And I'm going to carefully protect my sleeve to make sure, I mean this is not really a practical outfit for today. But I'm getting there. I am being definitely careful, making sure that it doesn't touch. Let's see. Skills, experience. I could hear the girl. Here we have it. And this I'm not going to throw away. That'll be my stock. And just turn it that way. I'm going to leave the legs there. I think it sort of looks good so far. So anyway. Such an impractical outfit to wear, but hey. I think the hardest part is done already, so yeah. So now my smokiness is going to come into being. I'm just going to put this here for now and I'll pick it up later. It's got to be out of the way. Today you're in trouble. So here I've got my Suya spice, homemade of course. I'll leave a link at the top so you can make yours from scratch. It's a labor of love, but definitely worth it. And the reason why I put that on this and then is this is spicier than that. This is milder and this is spicier. So yeah. Oh, smells good still. But what I'm going to do is I will toast it a bit and it's just going to be all smoky and lovely. So I'm just warming my clay pot up.
So now the beauty about this is whenever I finish cooking or using my clay pot, what I tend to do is rub it with some coconut oil. That just moisturizes it and just keeps it intact. So now I've placed this on my high heat. What I'm doing is sprinkling some of my Suya spice at the base. Now that's going to generate that smokiness absolutely. Because of course the Suya spice or Yaji spice, may I say, it's a peanut-based spice rub, which is popular in West Africa. And so the oils in that rub would also infuse into the chicken. It's going to create that smokiness. As you can see, this is just going to be incredible. So I am sprinkling the Suya spices on top of the Guinea fowl. So you notice that, of course, at the base of it, I've added some. And that is going to give that burning, smoky flavor that's going to infuse into this just beautifully. You see, when I told you that this channel, dear, it's the Ndudu channel. It's where you learn about creative cooking, thinking outside the box, and creating the same flavors you're accustomed to.
So, I've added my Suya spice, and as you can tell, it's all smoky, which is just lovely. But I'm not done yet. Right. So I had to stop filming at some point because it got smoky, really smoky, and I had to have the extractor on. Of course, I can't film with the extractor on, so of course that's off, and yeah, we're back into business. So my secret ingredient today is going to be shea butter, and it's the unrefined shea butter that you need for this recipe. Now I got this one from Shea Butter Cottage, really incredible.
Not only is shea butter packed with anti-inflammatory nutrients, which helps with your body fighting against cancer and stuff like that, but it's also packed with vitamin E, which is great for the skin. And in its natural form, one uses it for the skin, hair, and yes, you can consume it for that benefit as well. So it means that you're getting the benefit from inside out.
So it's good for the heart, absolutely. And it's also great antioxidants, which means that it fights cancer and helps just generally for you. It gives you great skin, you know. So yes, you should use it.
I tend to whip my shea butter with coconut oil, all organic of course, and in their raw form. And that's what I use for my daily routine. I also add a bit of salt and use it as a scrub, especially for my hands because it's always dipped in water. Now I'll leave the link to both recipes, which are available on my blog indudubyfafa.blogspot.com. So you need to check it out.
But the one you need to use is the unrefined, yes. Nothing added, just pure shea butter. Yes, absolutely. I've just melted mine here. So instead of my normal coconut oil that I use, I'm just going to be using this. So yeah, it's good. Today, dear, I'm taking it to a notch up.
Now, this is the secret that most northerners of Ghana use to have that beautiful glowy skin. Yes, so we're going for that beautiful skin in 2019.
So yeah, I'm just drizzling this beauty. See, as I always say, food should nourish you. And I'm sure like in Ghana, I don't think a lot of people cook with shea butter, and you should. It's really incredible. Sometimes I use it for my salad dressing, which comes in handy as well. It's just beautiful. Now you notice that I've not rubbed anything in, I've just sprinkled it in because I just want the flavors to stay on the outside because the smokiness is just going to infuse and go inside. But secondly, what it does mean is I'm retaining that Guinea fowl flavor. You know, I don't want to overdo it. And I'm mimicking a char grill sort of like, you know, Akonfem. Oh no, look at this beauty. I'm sure you just eat it just the way it is right now, but it has to go to the oven. I'm gonna grill this beauty. I have also omitted salt because my Suya spice already has salt. So that's great. It's perfectly spiced. I don't need much. Now, I will leave a link at the top for you to try the Suya recipe. So, you know, creativity actually comes from desperation, as I always say. So, especially when you're in the diaspora and you are homesick and you wish to have flavors that you're accustomed to, you know, these are recipes that I've created, and I'm not deviating from the flavor that you're accustomed to. It's just I do it differently, or I might use an alternative ingredient that you might not be familiar with. But you know what? I urge you to try these recipes because they're tried and tested. They're incredible, you know. I would definitely not give you something that I would not eat myself. No, that it just doesn't happen.
This is the point that you preheat your oven to 180 degrees to the grill, that is. And I'm going to grill this for about 35 minutes. So it's just going to be beautiful. Now, whilst that is grilling, you can do your dancing, you can clear your kitchen, I'll tell you something about this recipe. I enjoyed it so much. I love the authenticity of it, that smokiness, that, moisture and beauty. And it just cooked beautifully. Now, of course, because I sprinkled the suya at the bottom, it ended up giving that smokiness and infused it just beautifully. Now, at this point, you will notice that there is an outfit change because I did film 3 recipes that day, and I did a live video on my Instagram which explains it because I made the jollof rice as well. So I enjoyed this with my jollof rice and it was just incredible. So all I've done is I've sliced some onions, sprinkled with a little bit of olive oil, and added just a little bit of salt as well as vinegar, just to calm the sharpness of the onions down a bit. And that is my voila, it's ready. But of course, the knife thing had to cut through it beautifully. And here we have the pièce de résistance. Now guess what? I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the sea spice on top of it, as you do, and do my ketchup. And you think I'm done? Oh no, now I've got some mint leaves because the smokiness and mint is just perfect, and mint also settles your tummy. So everything that I'm adding to this, it's a reason for it. And oh yes, and for that, beautiful je ne sais quoi, I've just sprinkled a bit of chili flakes on top. So here we have it. Now you can see the beauty of cooking in a clay pot because I did not add any moisture. It's just when it was grilling, I covered it, of course, as well. And what it did was retain the moisture in the clay pot, and that just softened the meat. Look how beautiful it is. Look how it just breaks just nicely. When I tell you this is smoky and it's such an authentic flavor, I'm not joking. You need to try this.
It just breaks just beautifully off the bone. Just nicely. Look at that. Just beautifully off the bone.
I think I have to say it. I have to. I just have to, because this was like, it was party in your mouth. It did jam in your mouth. You know what I mean? Yes. This is not any other photo. This is Ndudu by Fafa. Now, if you go on flavor pack dishes, this is a channel for you. Charlie, I think about everything. And of course, I serve this with that smoky jollof. So say the love of the year for 2019, we get take go there. I hope I've given you a reason to click the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. Also, don't forget to click the notification button. So each time I upload a video, it's delivered straight to your email address. No wahala. I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in dudubyfafa.blogspot.com. So do check it out. Now, until next time, take care of you. Be nice, be beautiful, and be kind to people. 2019, it's all about the positive movement. Una. Mwah.